Hello everyone, this is Harley from Garden FL, and welcome to episode 14 of the Tropical Fruit Gardening TV series. And in this episode, we're going to be at our farm in Punta Gorda. Right here in my hand, I actually have a Soursop, also known as guanabana. And this is a very powerful fruit as far as its health benefits for your body. Now, I love eating these, and if you eat these, it'll just improve every aspect of your body, guys. So not only are you gonna see all my plants that I've planted so far, but you're gonna see kind of how a typical day at the farm goes for me here in Punta Gorda. And so these are the sugar apple rows. As you see, they have grown very much in vegetation, and as you can tell, this is kind of where I am. And so this is arm's length. As you see, it's pretty good, it's doing good, and I'm gonna show you how I water it and kind of maintain it. I'm gonna be adding mulch to everything, but for now I'm using the natural debris off these oak trees, and I'm gonna be trimming these trees to allow more sunlight in eventually. But for now, I'm just gonna use whatever I just find around here, because this place dumps a lot of, natural organic material, which I'm really happy for, because it's kind of like a mulch, It's actually really beneficial to your land to actually use the materials that fall from the older trees that recycle then into your land. So I'm just really happy that it falls out right here. You guys hear that? The sound of I'm not sure it's a bug, but it sounds really cool. So yeah, that is how I go about getting my water. Now, I know it's not the most impressive system. I don't have any hoses or any underground water line set up. Now, this to me, I'm really happy with. I get a lot done with it, and I'm just really grateful to be able to even have water here, because everything I'm growing is super tropical. So as you guys know, everything tropical needs water. It loves water to survive. So I'm just grateful to have, a source of water, at least to be able to give the water. And even for the nursery too, my seedlings need water to survive day to day. So let's get watering. So as you see, the sugar apples are actually doing really well. They're really green and have a beautiful flushes of new growth. Now, what I'm actually trying to do for the first 2 to 3 years is actually not let them fruit. I may let a few fruit, actually 1 or 2, but for the most part, I want these to focus mainly on just growing, like green vegetative leaves, not flowering. Because if it flowers and fruits, then it takes away a lot of energy from the tree to actually grow. And so I want big trees to then support big fruit. And the bigger tree and the bigger fruit is typically the sweeter, as long as the tree is big enough to support it. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, a sugar apple of this size can actually make delicious fruits. So I'm gonna be planting so much more sugar apple. These are just a few rows that I've started here. As you see, it goes back some way. I'm gonna be planting this way and that way and that way. So guys, I'm gonna really utilize the space here. I have 1.25 acres here in Punta Gorda, Florida to work with, and I'm just really excited to see how I'm gonna do it overall. I also really love high density gardening. If you can't tell from my other videos, my house in Punta Gorda is basically like a little rainforest and has everything so closely packed, but it still produces so much fruit. So guys, if you have a tight space and you want to grow tropical fruits here in Florida, please watch my videos and see how I do it, because you definitely can. It's definitely possible with a small amount of space. I think at my house I have 1/3 of an acre, and I'm still able to grow a beautiful tropical. Wow, look how beautiful this is, guys. These are actually pink flowers that are on the carambola. This is the carambola flower. As you see going around the tree, it is just loaded. With flowers. As you see the flowers, a little pink flower. It kind of, to me, it reminds me like a little Hawaiian flower, almost like a plumeria. But it's just so beautiful. And this thing, like I said, guys, is just littered. Starfruit trees are actually known for just producing way too much flowers and fruit and kind of like breaking their own branches because how much fruit they can produce. As you see, this is just a continuation of the flowers. Now this also means more fruit in the future. So that's why I wanted to plant this starfruit tree here. And it gets plenty of sun. It's under another tree, but it's just beautiful. I really like how the starfruit is doing. And as you see, we're about to have fruit, and right there in the background are the sugar apples. So as you see, they get plenty of sun. It's just looking beautiful. And if we back up a little more, actually right behind the starfruit, I have a passion fruit vine going up the string, and it's going up the oak, so I can't wait till that reaches up there. So I'm actually going to show you guys a passion fruit vine that's already reaching the oak tree. I'm really happy that it's done that. As you see, we have one right there, another passion fruit right there, and another one right there. So this is the front of my property. I planted some fruit trees around here, around that way, and then this is kind of the entrance. So as you see, right here we have already a passion fruit vine going all the way up, and it's gonna, you know, do its thing over there. But here we are entering. This will be where you will drive in, and as you see, we have two large oaks right there, just big enough for the car. But as you see to the right, we have my little nursery, and then over here we have the rows of sugar apple. And then just to the left of that, we have more tropical fruit trees and different vines. So I want to show you guys this hibiscus that I got. It's beautiful, look, it's already flowering. It's so pretty. I really like the hibiscus. In my nursery, I have some plants set up on the bottom. I still have to plant out many things in here. But as you see, the nursery is growing more and more every day. A lot of it is sugar apples and just different type of flowering things, curry. As you see, this is a ice cream bean seedling, which I have to take care of. Sugar apples that I have to plant. And these are more sugar apples. As you see, they're kind of looking a little rough because they've been in the pot for quite a while. These I really should plant out today. And I think I have a good area for them too. A lot of these, this one right here is from seed from Colombia. And it's doing very well. It's just one big line, but I need to prune it to make it branch out. After watering everything, it took about an hour and maybe even more. So I'm gonna enjoy this nice guanabana. I love eating this after a hard session at the farm because it's super refreshing. And Soursop or guanabana is actually in the Nona family. So it's just like eating a sugar apple, although it's a completely different texture and taste. But you know, I love walnuts, so let's dig into it. This is the beautiful guanabana, also known as Soursop. We're just gonna open this right up. Wow, it's beautiful. The creamy and white, kind of tropical tasting Soursop. So here we have the Soursop. No. Okay, I dropped a little bit, so I'm gonna be more careful. Very good taste. It's a kind of very tropical, sweet and sour. It's very juicy, as you see, it's dripping down me. Super fresh. Oh my god, this thing is dripping. Very good for you. Helps you with your skin, your nails, your hair, your eyes, your energy. It helps you focus more in life. It has so much vitamins too. I really love this fruit, the guanabana. Compared to the sugar apple, the guanabana is more, the texture is not meaty. It's very loose. If you had a Rolinium, it's similar to that, but not really. Not mucousy, but it's like not as together. Very free and juicy. Now people love to make juices with soursop because juicy is dripping. That makes it filled with juice. Very good, like sweet juice. Oh my god, this is so good. It's like a little cup. And then right here, I just have so much more. I honestly feel like re-energized after just watering everything, walking around with the heavy bucket. After moving the heavy water bucket everywhere around the farm, you know, that thing's heavy coming back and forth. You know, I need something to like really healthy, nutritious to get me going. And this is exactly what I needed. The best, the best. So right here is a Panama red passion fruit, also known as maracuja. As you see, the passion fruit has tied around the whole string that I've supplied for it. It went up the string just so nicely and it reached the top. So at the top, it's just gonna go crazy. As you know, I'm just gonna let it do what it wants to do. Right there's a better look. It looks like there's a storm coming, but right here I planted a namnak mai mango, and I planted this yesterday, in fact. So it's a little bit in shock, but it's doing quite well. As you see, I'm going to tip it once it kind of establishes a little more. But it's a beautiful mango, very tasty. Namnak mai, it's a Thai variety, flat seed. So. Oh, there comes the thunder. Right around here, I planted Barbados cherry, also known as acerola cherry or acerola. There's the flowers. They have pink flowers. And then just to the left of it, this is a strawberry tree. And it's doing just fine. As you see, it's flowering. This is the strawberry tree flower. Very beautiful. It looks like a strawberry flower. And then the fruit, this is a fruit forming. Very cute. And right next to it is another Barbados cherry, and this one's fruiting. As you see, here's a fruit. You can eat them green if you'd like, but I like to eat them when they're really red, and they're very sweet when they're red. As you see, here's the flowers. Barbados cherries can take full sun. They actually love it. So here, as you see, here's the front. Now all this will be Rosa PPC at Pakchong Actamodia. And right here is a little ditch that we'll dig out and have a sort of waterway. Right here is actually a hog plum. As you see, it's doing very good as well. New growth. And this is the front, which wraps around once again. I have a banana over there. which wraps around once again to the front. So there you see the pathway. This is a sour tamarind. It's growing very well. Right here I have another Thai white guava. I love Thai white guava, so I have it everywhere. This is star apple or camito. As you see under the leaf, it's golden. That's how you could tell this tree, because the undersides have a pretty golden color, and when it's blown in the wind, it looks really beautiful, especially when the tree is much bigger and mature. Now I want to show you guys this one tree I planted. This is a jackfruit, and I can't wait till this one grows and gets mature. That's a grosella, also known as Indian gooseberry. But this little guy right here is little now, but this is actually a Thai giant jujube. As you see, the Thai giant jujube is actually trying to flower because it's grafted. Let's see, jujube Thai giant. Wow, I can't wait for this one. Now guys, if you don't know what a jujube is, to be honest, I never tasted it yet, but apparently it's like an apple, so I really can't wait, and it's very healthy for you. I got this from my friend Sai, and she always has some of the best exotic fruit trees here in Florida. If you'd like to go to her nursery, please contact me. I'd love to give you her contact information to her nursery. Very good prices and a very good fruit trees, great quality, healthy. Right here is a Thai neem tree, Thai variety neem tree, beautiful. This right here is, we saw this earlier, but this is a beautiful star fruit. And just so you guys can see the scope of how much flowers it has. Wow. This is ready to flower, so we're just gonna kind of have to move this. Even though it's raining, we're going to be planting some things. This is a beautiful plant, flower, that is really, it flowers really good in the shade, so we're going to plant it right here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Tropical Fruit Gardening TV series. If you like tropical fruit and are into tropical fruit farming, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. Hope you guys have a great day gardening, and please stay tuned for more future videos. And have a great day. Bye-bye.